Hello everybody. In this video we're going to show you our mini app for handling the shareholder loans. Okay, in small businesses shareholder loans are quite important because the shareholder is frequently quite involved with the company. It's not like shareholders in Microsoft or whatever who don't really have any involvement with the company. So here we're going to be dealing with the shareholders loans, and it's quite important because there's quite a few number of issues that can actually arise from this. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to go to our shareholders here, and here's our shareholder loans. Now we're in our normal situation of batch, history, and journals. Okay, so just go and look at the history here. So I had 124,000 in here. These are the various movements. A credit on this, a debit. A positive number on this account here is a credit, okay, and a negative number is a debit. So you can see just how that. So shareholder loans have gone up by 124,000. Okay, so that's our starting position, and now we want to go and put through some entries. Now let me just go through to here. We've got two shareholders. We're going to put through two entries. I'm going to start with shareholder A. Okay, and now what we've got is this question of options. So what we do, we divide up the various types of shareholder loan, and what we're saying is one is just bank. Okay, this is where the shareholder simply puts in some cash to help finance the business. There's nothing further. It's bank and that, but we don't put it directly through. We're not passive. We don't wait for the cash to come through. We want to be actively in control of this account. Each account we want to be active, and the way to handle that then is to match these things using either a clearing account or like a debtors account. So we have a concept of a shareholder debtors account, and in that shareholder debtors account we match up with the cash flow. So we've said, the shareholder said he's putting in 50,000 rand, so we accrue that entry. Credit the shareholder, debit shareholder debtors, and then when the cash actually arrives and we have to match that cash up, we match it against shareholder debtors. Shareholder debtors, then we can look at the shareholder debtors account and see that it comes to zero, and then we know everything worked out. So it's a form of a clearing account. So we're going to click on here. We're going to go to bank. Okay, and now we have this item. It's shareholder A. We've got that. It's type 1. I'm going to type in. I'm going to put in the amount. The amount here is 50,000 that I want to use for this example. Okay, and then I'm going to come to 20. I'm going to my 20th of August. Okay, there's no coding on this item. This is automatically sorted, so I can just click here, and then it's been submitted. And we come back here. Now, if I go back to my history, I can see that the history has been added here. Okay, and I've got that amount coming through. Okay, so now I'm going to do the next one. Now I'm going to go to shareholder B. Okay, now in this case we've got these other items. We've got counterparty transfer. This is where we pay one of our creditors. So we have a creditor, maybe an expense, maybe a trade creditors, and the shareholder has paid for the actual for that actual amount, and we're going to put through the counterparty transfer. And the important point about this going through on the counterparty is we also organized in such a way that we can get our cash flow right. We actually have a sort of a dummy bank account called counterparty transfers, and although it's really a journal entry, we actually treat it as though we're a bank account because we want to get the cash flow right. So if you go to a particular counterparty dimension, it will be for financing activities or investing activities. So we can see in this case it's just operating because it's like expenses or something, but it's fine. We can actually do it that way. So this helps us control, and this entry is automatically put through. It's like a bank entry, but it's in and out. So it's in the one and out the other, and that's how we manipulate between the shareholder and the counterparty. So I'm going to right click on here, okay, and come through to here, and this one was 17,000 that we paid. Okay, now what happened there now? Okay, yeah, 10,000, there we go, enter. Okay, now I come across to here and we go 20. Okay, come across to there. Now I have to do my coding, and this is where I'm going to come to this Kim. I'm going to right click on Kim, and this gives me my different counterparties. Don't expect this to be a very long dimension. Okay, these are people that we are paying for behalf, and we've raised that beforehand so that we don't have to go through the whole dimension. Okay, we take that account, say you are a counterparty dimension, and then we can actually use it. So I'm going to go here with Battlestar, and then we've got our coding, and then we get the Kim and the Kip, so we know who we're actually paying and how to put through that entry. Okay, and now I'm going to right click on here, and that's been submitted. Now we come back to here. So now, and if I go to my history, there's the B coming through on this one. So I've got that item. It's gone through to the cloud. It's done the whole thing. So now we actually have that. Now let's go and have a look at our journals. What are we showing for this particular batch? Well, as you know, we did a 50,000 and 17,000. So there's our 67,000, and our shareholders have gone up to 191,000 for the year. So there we have that, and that's how we work it. So it's quite simple and quite straightforward, and I think it's very user friendly. Thanks very much.